What's going on, everyone? My name is gstring, and today we're going to be doing another Pokemon challenge video. Now, in my last video, we saw if we could beat Pokemon Heart Gold with a Marcargo only. And that went pretty well. Had to overlevel a little bit, but still got it done. This video, we're going to be doing something incredibly unique. We're going to be seeing if we can beat Pokemon LeafGreen with a team of only shiny Pokemon. Now, the main dilemma is, number one, which shiny Pokemon are we going to have on our team? And number two, are we going to even be able to have a full team by the end? Because shiny Pokemon ain't easy to come by, I will say. So, we're just going to have to see what we get and what we're able to put on the team. So there was a couple of Pokemon I wanted to really have on this team. Number one is Ninetales. I just think the design is cool and it's a gen exclusive, as well as Vaporeon because, again, it just looks freaking awesome. I want to have the coolest team to beat the Elite Four with. I don't want just a regular ass team. I want a awesome looking team to flex on them at the very end. This is incredibly difficult. We have a 1 in 8,000 chance to catch a shiny Pokemon in this game, and you can't chain or breed anything to increase your chances. So what we got is what we got. We're going to see what happens. So the rules. Rule number one, we can only catch shiny Pokemon, no normal Pokemon, no held items to boost stats, and of course, no items in battle to heal. I'm not really looking forward to this challenge. It's probably going to take me a long time to catch all these, but we're going to see what happens. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button if you like the content, and follow me on Twitter, gstringplays with a Z. Now let's get right into the video now. This is my first static soft reset Pokemon I was trying to get shiny. So I've never actually done this before. I've actually never caught a shiny legitly in the game. Obviously, I've used action replays on my old saves when I was a kid, but this is the first time. So I was spamming A so much that I ended up actually naming a bunch of the Bulbasaurs when I was doing this. Because I just kept mashing the button as fast as I could. And stupidly, when we ended up getting the Bulbasaur, we ended up naming it So, I'm kind of an idiot for that, but we'll kind of have to go with it. We ended up doing this first battle with Cuck. Yes, my rival's name is Cuck. I know it's incredibly stupid, but, you know, it kind of fits with our previous name of Simp, so there you go. So the first Pokemon we're going for, actually, after defeating Cuck, is a Pidgey. Now, I thought that chaining worked in this game, but I found out during this that killing a bunch of Pidgeys doesn't improve the chances. But funny enough, once I found out that that doesn't work, we found a shiny Pidgey. It was great. I didn't even expect it. I just hopped right on. The first Pokemon we found was a shiny Pidgey. So I ended up growling at it a bunch, using Leech Seed, and we ended up catching a Pidgey. A shiny Pidgey. It was pretty awesome. So I ended up naming it Sparkly Boy because its final evolved form is a gold Pidgeot, which I thought is just absolutely really freaking cool. So he's going to be a very sparkly boy for us. So that's the first Pokemon we got on our team. We're off to an absolutely fantastic start. But first we got to do this quick rival battle here with Cuck. He sends out his Pidgey. We send out to go tackle him to death. Moving on to his Charmander, which we end up hitting with a couple of tackles and leech seeding it, even though it growls at us, to get the first dub of this game. Actually, the second dub, but the first official dub of the run. After we battle Cuck, we have probably the easiest battle we're going to have in the entire game. That is with Brock. Because Brock has an entirely rock team, and we have a overpowered grass Pokemon. So we take out his first Geodude, no problem, and take out his Onix with a Vine Whip, and that's the cleanest sweep you'll get. Fortunately, we ended up leveling it's level 16, so it evolves into an absolutely stunning looking Ivysaur with that little gold butt on its back. We end up taking a Helix Fossil in case anyone was wondering, and we move on to battle Misty. I didn't even have to train that much. We take out her Staryu pretty easily, and we ended up holding on and taking out her Starmie, so we didn't have to overlevel at all to take out both her Pokemon and get the second gym badge. So I was pretty happy about that. We move on to Cuck for the third rival battle. He has a Pidgeotto. We put it to sleep and take it out with a Razor Leaf. He sends out his Charmander, which we take out with another Razor Leaf, getting it down pretty well. Going up to level 23, he sends out Abra, which we hit with a bunch of tackles and take it out, and we end up one-shotting his Rattata to get this third rival battle over. I ended up trying to catch another shiny Pokemon in the grass up here. I didn't really know what I was going to be looking for, but we ended up evolving Pidgey in the process, so I guess that was the one useful thing, but basically it was just an hour or two wasting of time. Not gonna lie, but we have to go to Bill and get the SS ticket so we can battle Gary, and this right here was just absolutely tragic. Yes, even after playing this game as much as I have, I still can't beat our rival with an overpowered team now. We ended up just sweeping him after I found out how to actually do it and holding on with 11 health, but we get cut so we can go on to the third gym, Lieutenant Surge. His Voltorb takes out Sparkly Boy. We bring out cut his Voltorb to death. We put his Pikachu to sleep. It uses a full heal, but we end up one-shotting it with a cut, and we take out Raichu with a Razor Leaf and an eventual Leech Seed to get the third gym badge. God, I hate how bad I am in this game sometimes. We ended up getting a Venusaur by going in the Rock Tunnel, leveling it up. Didn't have the footage for that, funny enough. We move on to the next rival battle with Cuck. We take out his Pidgeotto. Sparkly Boy gets taken out by his Gyarados, but we take it out with a Razor Leaf. Execute almost takes us out, but we take it out with a Razor Leaf. We take out Kadabra with a Razor Leaf. And we take out Charmeleon with a Razor Leaf to finish him off and move on to the next part of our adventure, which means we will be picking up another member of our team, or spending another 3 hours trying to get a member of our team, because that's about how long it took for me to get another shiny to appear. And we end up finding a Sandshrew eventually. I don't catch it because I honestly don't want it on my team, which is pretty stupid, but we end up running away from it and looking for another hour or two for another Pokemon. Searching and searching, still killing Pokemon because I thought it would give me some good luck, but that luck ended up coming eventually, and we get a shiny Vulpix. Now we put it to sleep and end up catching it with a Great Ball. And that is the third member of our team. We now have a Vulpix, and we name it Foxy because Ninetales is an absolutely foxy-looking lady Pokemon that we're going to have on our team. So we use a Firestone after leveling it up a couple bits of levels, and we get that stunning-looking Ninetales with those beautiful red eyes. Now, after we get Foxy, we must move on and battle Giovanni. He sends out his Onix. We send out again to take it out. We hit it with a Razor Leaf, knock it out with one shot. He sends out his Rhydon, which we also take out with one shot. They send out Kangaskhan. We put it to sleep. It wakes up. Unfortunately, uses a Tail Whip, and Leech Seed ends up taking it out for us to defeat Giovanni, and we get the Sylph Scope, which means we can now move on to Erica. She is the Grass Gym Leader. Fortunately, we are pretty well prepared coming into this. She has a Victory Bell, but we have a Fox, and this Fox sweeps through her entire team. Now, I tried to burn a couple of our Pokemon just to get the health down, but we ended up holding on and taking out the Vileplume and taking out Erica. So that's the fourth gym badge right there. And next up is another montage of me running side to side for another 3 to 4 hours as I searched and searched for a Ghastly. I knew that I needed a ghost Pokemon to probably do well. I also just thought that those blue ghost particles that come behind Ghastly looked really awesome, so I was running around. I got so tired. I tried to watch a movie while I was doing this grind to see if I could make it go by faster. It did not go by any faster. After many attempts. I think this is probably 1,000 to maybe 3,000 soft resets. I was really considering calling quits, but eventually we do find the Ghastly that we are looking for. We put it to sleep with Sleep Powder, as I do with all the other shinies that I have caught, except for Pidgey. And we end up catching the Ghastly with another Great Ball, and we name it Toby for, you know, Toby! For some of the lulz right there. I love that movie. The movie's fucking hilarious. So we end up leveling up Toby to level 25 so we can evolve it into a Haunter. Unfortunately, I cannot trade this Haunter. I didn't really feel like trading it to get it to a Gengar. I also didn't think that we needed a Gengar, considering our team's going to be pretty stacked overall. We move on to the part of me getting this Eevee. This was another pretty time-consuming one. All these are time-consuming, obviously, but this was another 4 to 5 hour one. This one took me another half day to a day to actually get. I have earlier footage of me trying before getting the Ghastly, but I got so bored I just couldn't do it anymore. So we end up getting the Eevee that we want, but it took so long. I really hate these static resets. They're just absolutely time consuming and painful to get done with. But eventually we do get the Eevee that we want. It's a Jolly Nature, pretty good nature. And we get a Water Stone so we can evolve into a Vaporeon. We now move on to Koga. I actually did the gyms in order this time. Good for me. I actually got it done. His Muck, oh, I hate this Muck so much. He ended up taking out like half our freaking team right here. And it really sucked. But it ended up dying by a burn. And his coffin self-destructed. And we Giga Drained his Wheezing down. Ended up beating Koga. A very interesting battle, to say the least. But anyway, we're going to be moving on to another battle with Cuck. He has his Pidgeot. We take it out with Vaporeon. Foxy takes out his Execute. Toby takes out his Alakazam. Vaporeon bites his Gyarados, takes it out. Vaporeon holds on, gets burned, but takes out the Charizard to beat Cuck yet again. And we are going to move on to battling Giovanni for the second time. He brings out his Nidorino. We surf it to death. He takes out his Nidoqueen. We surf that one to death. He takes out his Kangaskhan and we drain its energy and then hit Rhydon with another Giga Drain to sweep right through Giovanni's team. He does not like messing with us. Oh, also got the Master Ball. We don't actually use it for anything. We just end up getting it for basically no reason. Anyway, we move on and we got to battle Sabrina. Now, she has Psychic Pokemon, obviously. Toby does an absolutely great job right here, Shadow punching his way through half of her team before getting taken out. And we have AA come out to take out Alakazam by energy draining it. And Foxy takes out the Venomoth to take out Sabrina and give us the 6th gym badge. Now you're probably wondering, oh, why didn't you soft reset to get a Hitmonlee? Well, I didn't want a Hitmonlee. I wanted something even better. I wanted an Aerodactyl. Now I know Aerodactyl is basically the flying version of Vaporeon, considering they're both pink looking, but I just really wanted this Aerodactyl. This one took me about an hour and a half, actually. This one didn't take that long, but we end up getting the Aerodactyl that we want. Hardy nature, so pretty decent. We end up leveling up our Pidgeot to a Pidgeotto and moving on to the 7th gym, Blaine. Now, Blaine's pretty easy. We have Vaporeon, Vape God himself, which takes out about half of his team, even though we are incredibly underleveled, surprisingly. His Arcanine was level 47. We ended up taking out with 2 hits. So this Vaporeon is an absolute beast. Also, God, I'm not doing a part about this little girl anymore. So we are able to finally move on to Giovanni for the 3rd time. And we basically just take out his entire team with Vaporeon. Vape God is an absolute beast. I learned this on late in the game that Vaporeon is just an absolute beast. And I'm so glad I got a Vaporeon because it made things so much easier. Especially later on in this video. So now we get the 8th gym badge and we are ready for the Elite Four. Oh, we have another rival battle, which I'm just not going to videotape because it's so incredibly boring. Yes, we ended up, spoiler alert, beating him again and going to the Elite Four. I'm sure you're tired of watching all these rival battles. But first, we have to grind. Guys, this is our team right before the Elite Four. It's all level 50. We've got a really nice squad going in. Now, let's get this done. So we have the first gym Elite Four member, Lorelei, right here. She has an ice team. We take out her Dugong with a Frenzy Plant. I had to get the ultimate move in order to defeat this gym. It was incredibly difficult. Vaporeon gets put to sleep, but we wake up and take it out with a Bite. We take out his Slowbro. This Cloyster comes at us. We take out with another Frenzy Plant. We put her Lapras to sleep and hit it with a Thunderbolt, and luckily take it out. And we move on to her Jinx, which we bring in Foxy. It takes out her Jinx. Unfortunately, actually, Foxy gets frozen, but we end up taking it out with a Shadow Ball. So there we go. That's the first Elite Four member. Not too difficult. Lorelei is pretty easy, especially considering the team that we have. We move on to Bruno. He has Rock and Fighting Pokemon. We take out his Onix with a Psychic. His Hitmonchan is no match for the Psychic of our Toby right here. Toby, absolutely terrifying, but we move on to Vaporeon to take out his Onix. And next up, we bring Toby back in to take out his Machamp with 2 shots and take out his Hitmonlee in 2 shots. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. We are on to the third Elite Four member, Agatha, coming up. She has Ghost and Poison Pokemon. We take out the Gengar. I thought it was going to be a problem, but that was pretty easy. We hold on, take out the Golbat. We one-shot hit her Haunter. We get taken out by her Arbok, but we take it out with a Earthquake and end up dying to this Gengar. But Sparkly Boy ends up holding on and taking it out in the end. Now we move on to the fourth Elite Four member, Lance here. Lance has a very incredibly strong team with Gyarados coming out first. We hit it with a Thunderbolt. One-shot it, no problem. His Aerodactyl gets put to sleep. We take it out, no problem again. His Dragonite was a pain in the butt. We take it out with an Aurora Beam in 2 shots. His Dragonair comes out. We take it out with 2 more shots. Vaporeon gets taken out, but Aerodactyl comes in, and it hits itself in confusion for us to get the 4th dub of the Elite Four. And now we must move on to Cuck. It is time to battle Cuck for the last time. We put his Pidgeot to sleep, take it out with our Toby. Aerodactyl comes in, takes out Alakazam with an Earthquake. Gyarados comes in, we take it out with a Thunderbolt. Toby doing the work. Executor comes in, we take it out with Foxy and a Flamethrower. His Rhydon gets taken out by Vape God with a Surf. And finally, Aerodactyl hits him with the Ancient Power and takes out Charizard to give us the dub. The ultimate win. We are now the champion of the Elite Four. And I could not be more satisfied. God, it took so long to catch all these Pokemon, I'm not gonna lie. It seems really short in this video. I had to speed up probably 24 hours of footage. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the team that we ended with. Now just look at this team, it's absolutely sexy. 64 in-game hours played, should probably be a lot more, but honestly I don't care. This challenge was incredibly difficult, took me an incredibly long time to get done with, but I'm really pleased with the result. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any suggestions for another video, put them in the comments. Like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time.